We begin with the new hurricane threat that is rapidly intensifying after parts of Florida were already devastated by Hurricane Helene. That struck just 11 days ago, Robin.
And now Hurricane Milton is taking aim. Our Southeast Strong team has been on the ground in some of the communities recovering after Helene. Now with the destruction and debris still lining the streets, Florida's west coast is bracing for a direct hit. Ginger starts us off in Redington Shores, Florida. Good morning, Ginger.
Robin, Milton is now a Category 3 hurricane. Max sustained winds 120 miles per hour, still more than 700 miles from here. But it is hard to imagine another major hurricane coming right here when you see these piles of people's belongings. This is from the record storm surge in Helene less than 2 weeks ago. And now they're preparing for 8 to 12 feet of surge, a storm that could be even worse for this such a hard hit area here in Florida. This morning, Florida is bracing for Hurricane Milton.
The entire Florida peninsula on the Gulf side has the potential to have major impacts.
Grocery shelves in central Florida empty. Folks around Tampa Bay who took on record storm surge during Helene, preparing for the second major hurricane in less than 2 weeks. Mountains of sand and debris line the streets.
You can look here, suitcases, beds, workout ball. So their lives just got flipped upside down, literally, and dumped on the street.
Helene destroyed Danny Pawnell's home and most of his rental properties. He worries that Hurricane Milton will compound that loss.
And so you see how it's sagging?
Yeah.
And we don't know what this storm is going to do. That might be a 1-2 punch to take out this property.
Back at the Sand Vista, they fear they're running out of time. What do you need the most?
Help. Boots on the ground. Everybody's sharing and coming together. We don't have the manpower to clean up this mess.
Landfall looks like it will be late Wednesday and early Thursday, but impacts will begin Tuesday night in many places. So let's go ahead and go through what those impacts will be. Again, remember, this is moving east-southeast at about 8 miles per hour, and then it's going to go up and rapidly intensify again before making landfall as a major hurricane. Right now, the center takes it over Sarasota, Bradenton, but that can go anywhere, really, from Cedar Key to Naples. That's why there are hurricane watches up there. Tropical storm watch, Apalachicola, all the way to Key West. It's not just the storm surge, which is the biggest loss of life and property, but an 8 to 12 foot storm surge is something that we have not seen since records began around Tampa Bay, Longboat Key, down to Fort Myers with a 5 to 10 foot surge. And this is just one of the impacts. Orlando, Melbourne, the Space Coast, we're talking big winds and a flash flood threat. We'll get into all of that coming up, guys, but can't believe it. Very surreal here.